If I did bad mouth Bryce Dallas Howard, I apologize. She did a good job.
Women! What's up, News 19 nerds? Wait, we're the News 19 nerds.
We are the News 19 nerds.
Ah.
So they're not Leroy and Michael. We are.
I'm Leroy.
I'm Michael. Yes.
We're the News 19 nerds.
There we go. Yeah.
Well, I've been thinking all day today is Thursday.
You and this medication, man, it's not good for you.
It's that, and so Wednesday is the day before Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving felt like Wednesday. So I'm like a day behind.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
And I did not watch The Mandalorian until today, which usually I watch it Thursday night, early Friday morning. So
yeah, and you had to watch it at work on your little computer screen.
Yeah.
Man.
I had to keep tilting the monitor to see stuff.
Yeah, I will say, you can tell this is a TV show because stuff is dark.
Oh yeah.
To hide stuff that the sets aren't that big.
Yep.
So it would definitely suck if your place isn't lit well enough to kind of see what's going on.
But I will say, well, first let me ask, what did you think of this episode?
I did not like it as much as the previous.
We're talking Mandalorian.
Mandalorian. We're doing non-spoilers right now.
Non-spoilers, just in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
It did say it in the description though.
Yeah. It's I didn't like this one as much as the last one.
Really? Okay.
I felt like there was more spectacle in the last one, which really made me feel an intense kind of thing. I'm curious if this is going to be how the episodes are going forward. That could be interesting. Getting kind of like different little vignettes of stuff, which would be cool. Having said that, I still liked it, just not as much as the last episode.
Interesting you say that, because we talked about this show last year. I don't know a video, so don't go back and trying to find it because we don't even know. Where we talked about each episode is going to be directed by a different person. This episode was directed by Bryce. Dallas Bryce. I had it and you messed it up.
You know, Ron Howard's daughter.
Yeah. And so did you know that going in?
I usually don't know until
the end when it says it.
Does it say at the end or at the beginning?
No, it says it at the end.
At the end?
Because remember, in the beginning of the episode, it shows, and then it'll go Mandalorian, and then it starts.
Oh, and then it shows the episode title? Yeah, okay, yeah.
So, I thought it was interesting because I think this one was a more intimate episode. And it's interesting that I know you didn't like it compared to the other one because the other one was a spectacle. The other one was like the end of the Clone Wars movie where it's like zoom and you're fighting. To me, this was more of a touching, grounded episode where you got to see more of Mando's humanity, so to speak, after the last episode.
The one thing I did like about this episode is it does kind of show you other sides of the Star Wars universe besides the Skywalkers.
Oh, yeah.
Which is great because
I'm tired of them.
I am, right? It's great. Luke's awesome. Leia's awesome. They're all great, but
it's a big universe.
There's like 7 or 8 people that this thing has revolved around for 40 years.
Yeah, like
so we can move on. We can move past them in terms of movies. It's like 7 or 8 people that movies have revolved around.
I liked it because it showed me that there are other planets, other worlds that fit into the same universe, but are totally different. That are totally. You saw the. It's almost like when you hear and you do history, and like there's this war and this battle's raging over here, but that battle has nothing to do with this planet over here. They have their own problems. They don't care who the Empire is or who the rebellion is. They got their own problems, as we saw over here, that they got to contend with. And you see what happens to the remnants of the Empire or whatever when regular people get their hands on stuff.
Yeah.
So I liked it. To me, I know what you said that you didn't like it. I liked it for that. To me, it was like coming down off of that big. I needed that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Baby Yoda still continues to be cute as hell.
Yeah. And you think we're gonna get a Baby Yoda before Christmas?
There's Baby Yoda merch that's out now through Hot Topic, and through that's basically just cell phone cases with pictures of him on T-shirts and stuff like that.
I want like an officially licensed Baby Yoda entity that I can buy.
I think if it comes out, it will be the Tickle Me Elmo of 2000 and what? Remember when Tickle Me Elmo? It was the toy you get.
Here's the thing. they kind of missed that deadline by not having it for Black Friday.
Oh,
So to me, I feel like they're gonna push it.
See, Pedro Pascal said something that was very interesting. He said that Disney believed in them to hold merch, because if they would have done their normal thing, they would have already had merch out.
Right.
And it would have spoiled the Baby Yoda
Right.
reveal in the episodes. Mm-hmm. Now, I think we're going to get something.
Okay.
Tchotchkes, little stuff like that. Because Star Wars has done this before. A lot of people don't realize. Go back and watch your favorite show. Oh, excuse me, guys. Your favorite show, The Toys That Made Us. This happened before.
Oh,
with
the
original Star Wars. Mm-hmm. They didn't have the action figures ready for the movie. Mm-hmm. They came out after the movie came out because they were still doing the deal. So anything Star Wars that came out, they repurposed from other toys. Go Netflix, The Toys That Made Us. Go watch the Star Wars episode. You'll see what we're talking about.
Season 3 is out now. I just saw Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles episodes. They were fantastic. Just saying.
Also, headquarters of Kenner, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay.
I don't know why I just threw that out.
All right. Cool.
My wife's from Ohio, so.
Right.
I think they're going to get something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it'll be a Funko Pop, something. I think something will come out. I don't know if they'll get a good plush.
And you think it'll be before Christmas?
I think something big will come out before Christmas.
Okay.
Now, having that being said, I think the main stuff ain't coming out till next year. And people are going to gobble that up. But I can respect Disney and them not releasing it before the because that's how a lot of this stuff gets leaked. That's how we found out about Giant Man in Civil War. That's how we found out about the Hulk.
That's how we found out about Thanos' double-sided blade weapon in Endgame.
Well,
that toy came out.
I knew about it because if you read the comics, you already knew Thanos had a sword.
Okay. Cool.
That's for you plebs.
Cool. Thank you, comic book man. Yeah. Drink your soda. Shut up. So, yeah. All right. Non-spoilers over, right?
So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still on board.
No, I'm gonna say so this is the 4th episode. Mm-hmm. What's your favorite one so far?
Oh gosh,
it's only 4, man.
I know, but I gotta kind of.
I'd ask you who's your favorite kid.
But here's my thing with that, because it's not on a binge schedule. I almost have to remember what happened in the other episodes because it seems so far away. It was like 3 weeks ago now. My favorite episode is either the second one or the third one, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, probably for me. What about you?
I'll be honest with you.
This one?
It's between the second one and the 4th one.
Okay.
I love the 3rd one.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm more of a... I just like seeing Baby Yoda walk around with him.
Yeah.
And I love to see his interaction with him. And 3 was basically the John Wick of the episodes.
Yeah.
3 was basically, I'm going to mess y'all up because you killed my dog.
Yeah.
But seeing Baby Yoda walk around with him and interact with him, and how he would be like, no. Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah, spit that out.
And to me, it was a more human episode.
Okay.
And I'll be honest with you, I love Gina Carano. So that's
interesting.
So I
guess we're doing spoilers now since you just said her name?
We knew she was in this episode.
What do you mean we knew that?
Because if you look at when you click on the episode, she's in the screenshot.
Is she?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. At least for me it was.
Okay.
She wasn't in there for you?
Maybe they just knew you liked her so much they put her in.
I do.
Disney's listening.
I own Haywire.
Haywire's a fun movie. Gina Carano is she's a something.
I love her. I know she can't act that great in the past. But she did a good job in this episode.
Did she?
Sir!
You mean...
Man!
I think she was serviceable.
You were just coming out of nowhere.
I'm just... Yeah, I think Gina Carano was serviceable. So yeah, we're definitely doing spoilers now at this point.
Alright, we're doing spoilers, guys.
Yeah. So... Do we...
Start. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. I'm just trying to think. I heard somebody coming. Is that AG coming?
Probably.
Is she coming at the right time for the... You coming in?
Yeah.
Do you finish it?
Yeah.
AG, finish it, guys. All right,
hold on, fantastic.
Hold on. Here, you can have this seat.
Okay.
Oh, okay. We're going to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Gang, gang.
All right. AG just got done.
I did.
This is what we do for y'all. All right.
All right, so we've already done non-spoilers. Now we're starting spoilers.
Okay.
You can say whatever you want about any 4 episodes.
Did you run down here?
No, I'm just got excited.
Okay. So I really like the episode in the fact of little baby Yoda, Yobi,
Oh my God.
being in the ship, touching buttons. Oh, okay.
See, I
Yeah.
told you.
And he had this look on his face where even Mando said, "Don't touch it," but he was still looking at Mando.
Yeah, he was like,
He's like, I'm going to do it.
that was great.
that's why I love it. I love those little moments.
Yeah. And they go to this planet.
Yep.
Some planet we haven't heard of before, but it's a planet has seen the after effects of the Empire, which is cool because, like we said in the non-spoilers, you really don't. For the most part, if the Skywalkers ain't in it, Star Wars didn't care.
Yep.
Now they're starting to care. So we're seeing this is a group of people.
The only time we've ever seen that is Rogue One.
Yeah.
And that's what I loved about this. It had that Rogue One feel to it.
Okay. I like that little fishing village. Whoever they
Yes,
were.
I
That
want
was
to move
cool.
there. Just
Okay.
settle down,
And relax.
relax, do some fishing.
Okay.
And oh, girl, the chick, the mom, she played Pocahontas in Night of the Museum 2 or 1
Okay.
Look
or
at that.
both of them.
Look at that.
I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, somebody tell me. But
She's
I'm
also
pretty
in
sure.
the what's the movie on?
Wait, no, she didn't. I'm lying.
What are we doing?
She looks so familiar.
Great.
You literally did that. They all look alike.
You were very confident.
You were. I believed you too.
She has the strong cheekbones. Okay. Who is she?
Well,
Oh
now I
my
gotta look her
gosh.
up.
Dang, I was so positive that I'd like die by my comparison.
But you know what? You did what I told you to do. Say it with confidence and people believe you.
Okay.
Remember, I always
We
told
did.
you.
Y'all were like, "Hey," and then
Yeah.
I was like, look down, and I was like, "Wait a second, I'm completely
Okay,
wrong.
I'll look her up. Y'all keep going then.
All right. So, personally, for me, the reason why I said I love this episode is because you get to see more of, Mando's interaction with Baby Yoda,
Yes, which
And
is so sweet.
and you also got to see him try to be like that stern dude, and then
Julia Jones is her name,
uh-huh.
and let's see what stuff she's been in. Filmography.
I'm gonna laugh if she really was in Night of the
The
Museum.
the thing I was thinking of was she was in Wind River.
Let me see this chick. Which one is this? The one I'm talking about?
Julia Jones, the mom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's her. Okay. What was she in?
I'll tell you in a
Gosh,
second.
she
She was in
her brain.
Virginia, Think Like a Dog, The Mandalorian.
Wind River, is that the one with Jeremy Renner?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a great movie. That's a hard movie to
I
watch.
don't know what it is.
Oh, she was in Cold Pursuit. Yeah. I
Her
remember
face is so familiar to me.
Her. Angelique's Isle, Westworld. She was in Westworld.
I don't know.
She was Kohana. With
Oh, yeah.
with the Indians or whatever.
That was his wife.
Yeah. Which would make sense because I guess she is Indigenous American, Native American, whatever you want to say.
Either way, I enjoyed her.
I have not seen anything.
She's in
about-
Twilight. That's what I knew her from. She was in Twilight.
She was not in Pocahontas though.
No, she was not. Okay, she was not in Pocahontas.
Oh.
No, she didn't say she spoke. She said she
She
played
played
Pocahontas
Pocahontas.
at Night of the Museum.
But she didn't. She was in.
Well, she
Twilight.
ain't in Night of the Museum either. So cool.
She's in Twilight, y'all.
Yeah,
That's
she-
my
she-
childhood.
She's in all them movies.
Yeah.
Also, side note, what is that? I can just.
Don't worry, I can get another one.
Fantastic. Anyway,
You know what?
this has snowballed here. Let's get back to the Mandalorian episode 4.
I want to say that, like I said, I like Gina Carano.
Mm-hmm.
I've enjoyed her in a movie, in multiple movies she's been in. I've watched her. I think she did a good job.
Okay.
I think for what she was bringing to, and I think the fact that she's not the best actress lends to her character in this episode, because she's not. She's supposed to be a soldier on the run, and she thought the Mandalorian was here to get her. And I like the interaction between everybody. To me, did a good job for what they were given to do.
She kicked his butt real good in the beginning.
It's great to see her whenever she's in an action scene. It's great because she is a former MMA fighter.
Oh, she is.
Oh yeah.
She is.
Oh, that's interesting. So you didn't know she was in.
I don't know who this is.
Okay.
What?
Interesting.
Oh, that's a
What
bad.
is she in?
She used to beat down.
Like before Ronda Rousey,
She was the one.
she was the one. Gina Carano was
Oh, that's
the
so
top
cool.
dog.
That's a chick who kick your face off.
Yeah.
I mean, she.
And then she
like
stepped away from that, and then she was in a Fast and Furious movie. She was in Haywire.
Okay, I think I've seen her in Fast and Furious.
And she's kind of been in. Oh, she was also in American Gladiator.
Okay.
Like when they rebooted it, she was one of the American Gladiators. But yeah, so her MMA experience is great because those fights feel really well done and choreographed well, and you could see like her MMA training versus Mando's kind of. I just do whatever I can do.
Right.
Because again, Mando is not the best bounty hunter. He kind of just gets stuff done by the skin of his teeth, and it's kind of cool that he does that.
I disagree that he's not the best bounty hunter.
People will say that he's really good.
They say he's the best.
They say it, but when you see him in action, he's kind of always flailing.
But the thing is, I don't think he's always flailing. I think when other people are involved,
okay,
that's because if you think about it, he probably could have taken out all of those people if IG-11 hadn't showed up. Because he was like, we lost the element of surprise. Mm-hmm. And he would have surveyed everything and taken them out. When he got away from the camp and those people jumped him, he made short work of them. Mm-hmm. When other people get involved that are not following his plan, it doesn't go his way. But when he has a mission, because if you think about it, he almost got away with Baby Yoda in the last episode.
See, I don't think he did.
I mean, he almost got away.
Yeah, thanks to the other Mandalorians coming in.
True.
Yeah.
Which that surprised me. I thought it would have been like, bro, what you doing? Like, just do your job.
No, this is the way.
This is the way.
That's
protect each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, you could talk about people in your family, but nobody else talks about your
I
family.
guess that makes sense.
Like, you talk about your sister, but I can't talk about your sister. No. See?
Real moment, folks. Real moment.
That's family.
Right.
You're right.
So, they land these... What would we call these raiders that were they like pig?
Oh, I thought you were talking
warriors?
about the indigenous people.
No, the creatures that were
they look nasty.
The raiders people, whatever.
I don't know
what they were.
We'll call them bad guy number 1 and 2.
Yeah, essentially they don't matter. But the idea is, for a moment, it seems like Mando can kind of chill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, oh, this is life I could have.
Right.
Right. If I could just relax. And he talks to Julia Jones, who whatever her name is in this show.
Lady who's trying to get Mandalorian.
O'Mara.
She almost
like, you
had
want
him.
some food? You want some dinner? I get you some.
She almost had him too. She was like she was throwing. She almost had it off too.
Yeah.
He was like, wait, this would be really tight if this could happen.
He's like, I like the way you look.
Yeah.
Your kid is cool.
There was one of our coworkers, Ann. She thinks at one point, the Mandalorian will take off his helmet and we're going to see his face. I don't think we're ever going to see his face.
I feel like if we do, it'll only be like those times when he does it by himself, like when he's like washing his face, because he his face is musty up in that thing.
But like,
so
if that's the case, why didn't we see it this time?
I don't
see.
I
feel
but
like
he was never like at a point to be like, even with like Baby Yoda out of the way. I don't think we've seen him like by himself, like in his room, like cleaning up, to, go to sleep.
Yeah. I feel like the episode to do it would have been this when he took it off that one time. I'm
telling you.
And at that point, I don't think we're going to see his face.
I'm telling you right now, he'll take the helmet off the last episode for whatever big thing happens, and that's when you're going to be like, oh. If it ever comes off. Now, personally, I want him to never take it off. Mm-hmm. I want it to be Judge Dredd. The helmet never comes off. The helmet is part of the character. That's what I want. But
you mean aside from like when he's like doing cleaning and stuff? Because we've already seen it come off.
But we saw it come off. We saw him take it off.
Right.
We didn't see
his face.
We didn't see his face.
Right. So what you're saying? You're saying that you don't need to see his face.
I don't care if to see his face. I know what.
I want to see it. The voice is so like intriguing to me. I like his. I don't know what it is. So I want to see his face.
I mean, Pedro Pascal's a good looking dude.
Yeah, I know. He's in Narcos.
Yeah.
Educate yourself, sir.
Thank you.
He's the glue that held the show together.
Okay, so as they eventually decide she's a former shock trooper, right?
Yes, she is a rebellion shock trooper.
That's what she was?
He said that she fought in the rebellion.
I thought that she was with the Empire.
See, that wasn't clear to me what side she fought on.
Yeah, I thought that she was with the Empire, and she's like, they disbanded, we separated, and now we're done.
But see, that's why when she said, I didn't sign up for just putting down riots and escorting dignitaries. I didn't know what side she was on.
See, to me, I feel like that's something that Empire do. I don't know.
True, but
doesn't he says something when he's like telling them to start when they're starting like train and stuff. He's like, I think he mentioned the rebellion, but maybe
he did.
He mentioned that she fought in the rebellion. I might have because I like her. Might have wanted her to fight on the side.
She has to be a good guy.
Yeah, but she's been a bad guy before. Remember in
Fast and Furious?
No, when she beat up Cyclops in Deadpool. Oh, I loved her. Yeah, you're right, Colossus. I'm sorry, I said Cyclops.
Oh, she was.
Beware the Cyclops. I'm gonna be doing that to everybody.
Why do you do that?
Beware the Cyclops.
Okay, cool.
I really liked her, and I really think she did. And,
IGN says ex-rebellion shock trooper.
So that was the impression I got. And again, I'm biased because I like her. So I wanted to see. I like seeing her, and I like seeing how she handled herself, and I love the little moments between Mando and old girl from Night in the Museum. And also,
sorry.
And the best part to me in this episode was the first fight between him and Gina Carano, and Baby Yoda just drinking that soup and just standing there, just looking at him. And I was like, "This is all I want."
Yeah.
Like this.
I love it.
He's
so precious. I just want to take him. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to get that out. He's
okay,
so
what do we think of the idea of these two warriors coming to train this village of people?
It's a story we've seen before.
I mean, it's like your
it's Seven Samurai.
Seven Samurai. What's the Western version of that? Magnificent Seven. Yeah. Same type of thing. And I'm cool for it.
Magnificent Seven, based on Seven Samurai.
Right.
So,
but
it's based
cool
on
to
that story.
See. Yeah. I like the idea of them training this village of people to fight for themselves. Everything seemed earned in the battle in terms of nothing seemed too far-fetched. Because the Raiders themselves, they weren't like this incredible squad.
No,
so
they were thugs.
You're right. It was believable that this village people
once
could
they
beat
stood up
them
for
up.
themselves.
Right, because I always hated in the Karate Kid where Ralph Macchio beats Zabka because he's been training for years and Ralph Macchio trained for months maybe. But anyway, that's just me. Y'all go back and watch Karate Kid. It's a bunch of bull.
First of all, Karate Kid, looking back at it, should have got beat up. Ralph Macchio picked those fights.
We're gonna do another video. Let's stay on Mandalorian.
Cobra Kai.
Anyways, but I want to know why old girl knew how to shoot a gun. Like, what was?
That's a interesting
like,
thing.
Did her dad have something going on back before, or like?
She was raised not to look for a knight in shining armor. She was raised to never need one.
You're right.
Boom.
Okay.
Parents, raise your little girls not to look for a knight in shining armor. Tell her she don't need one. She can do all on her own.
What is happening right now?
Boom. Life lessons. That's what the nerds do for you.
Is Kate pregnant or something? Are you preparing yourself?
I just read on the meme. I'm going to just keep it going. I saw it in the chat. I was like...
You saw it in the chat.
I was like, yeah.
I mean, it helps.
It's my new mantra.
Okay.
It helps.
And the little girl had a sword in her hand. And I was like...
Nice.
And you know what it reminded me of?
What's that?
Wonder Woman.
Okay. Okay.
See? Remember when she...
Yeah.
Wow.
What do we think about us getting more and more pieces of his backstory? Because we didn't get any flashbacks this episode.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
But we did learn a little bit more about him in terms of he wasn't born at the Mandalorian culture.
Well, we knew that.
Yeah, we knew that before.
We knew that from the first episode.
Yeah. He's like...
He said when he first got the first piece of Beskar and she made the shoulder piece.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she said this will be a night edition for foundlings. And he was like, and he mentioned he was a foundling. And the whole idea behind...
I thought foundlings were people who grew in the Mandalorian religion.
I think they're just like...
No, he was like...
I guess that's why I said foundlings.
You got to remember, he was... And the whole idea, remember when he got in a fight with Heavy Mandalorian, who is now a new exclusive action figure from Best Buy. Black Series, guys. You only get that from us.
Keep going.
$29.99. I want them to have all the things, just in case I can't get one. I want them to live vicariously. I want to live vicariously. So when they got into that fight, and they talked about the fact of him being a Mandalorian and that whole idea of, remember, she said, this is the way. And they both stepped down and was like, this is the way. That idea that as long as you upheld the codes, as long as you... Because remember, she asked him, when was the last time you took off the helmet? And he was like...
Yesterday.
She was like, when was the last time you took off the helmet with someone else? He was like, never. And then Gina Carano asked him, so you could be with her? All you got to do is take this helmet off? And he was like, then I could never put it back on.
Which is...
I mean, you think about it. And so when he's explaining, we knew a little bit about his backstory. He was not much older. And it's almost like they kind of sucker punched you a little bit because that whole village idea reminded you of him with his parents.
Right.
And then when the woman went back for her daughter, I'm quite sure some people might have thought, are we watching his story?
When it first started,
I thought that was him.
I thought it was a flashback.
Yeah.
And see,
I thought we started as a flashback, which is kind of cool.
And so that's why I said you got a little more of his backstory to understand his motivation.
In a different way, though.
In a different way,
Right.
because for him, the Mandalorians took him in. So it's almost a sense of, I'm never going to betray this because this is all I have because of what they have done for me.
Just so indebted to them,
And
then he was like, this life is something... I felt like it like reminded him like, oh, I also would love this. Like, this is what I could have had if I'd chosen to go. Or like, I don't know. I feel like it's like a whirlwind of emotions. Like, oh, I have to be grateful to these people, but like at the same time,
this looks peaceful.
Right, I want this. Like, I want to settle down, have a
And
family.
he tried to give it for Yobi. He wanted Yobi.
Right.
To stay there.
Because he said, him traveling with me is no life for a kid, and he realizes as a kid, this is all I had, so I had to choose this. He has a different opportunity. He has a choice, and that's pretty much the reason why he took them from the Empire. He wanted that kid to have his own life, his own way, to basically choose his own path. And I wonder if he felt like I did not have that choice because my parents were killed. These people took me in. I owe them everything.
Right.
And you saw everything he does is for... what was the word he used that they need to move the coven, or they need to move when they were flying? The word that he used with the heavy Mandalorian.
You have to move the...
I don't know, but they're moving their group.
Yeah, so whatever it was, and it's one of those things where I can appreciate that, and that's why I said to me this was. I know we talked about which episode you like. That's why I like this episode more because the third episode it was a Star Wars episode. It was fights. It was great. This episode got to the character himself of saying, yeah, I would love to stay. And then when that shot went off, and you were like, did they kill Baby Yoda?
Bro.
Like you were.
I never thought that.
They couldn't kill... Like, not this early. That's not...
I was like,
I thought they might have winged him.
Mickey Mouse ain't gonna let Yoda die
This
yet.
is the thing.
Right.
They gotta sell it first.
I thought they would have killed that little girl. Like,
Bro,
see, that's what I was like. That's what I thought was gonna happen. They might have winged Baby Yoda. He moved and he like dodged, pushed it, and then the little girl got shot.
Okay.
And then I thought she was gonna turn on and be like, "Oh, you need to go. Like you bring nothing but pain and misery till you do right by me." That's what I thought was gonna happen. That's what I thought was gonna happen. That's just me.
I think it was cool though seeing like him. He had that influence from his parents growing up, but I feel like he's been so far removed from that. Even though he's in like this cultish thing where like they take care of each other, but like he still had that like instant parent reaction of like I want my child, even though it's not his child. And I don't even know if he even considers it his. Like he just wants to help him. He calls him kid and stuff all the time.
I think a couple people referenced the thing. Didn't the woman reference the Yobi as his son?
Yeah,
Gina Carano did.
Yeah.
It's like, don't you and your son?
Yeah. But I just think it was cool to see like his like fatherly instincts come out. Like I want, like parents just want to give their kids the world, like give them like opportunity. And he was like, I don't want you to like be out here with me, getting shot at all the time. But then like he was like reality set in, and he was like, I still have to like.
I can't leave you here.
Right, because.
Bad things will happen to you if I'm not around.
Yeah. What do we think of the idea of essentially the show just being Mando and Yobi, and then a new character comes in?
Lone Wolf and Cub.
Yeah, and then people kind of come in and do a one-off. Like we get that with Gina Carano. We may see her again at the end, but we know she's not like a main character. She's not going to stay with him on the journey. And we got the same thing with Nick Nolte's character in 2 and 3. He was there for a little bit, and then he's gone. Do we like the idea of them kind of like going from place to place? And
I personally would have liked to see, like, I hope, and I haven't gone to IMDb, so don't tell me if it's true.
you talking about episode counts?
Yeah.
IMDb's wrong.
Okay.
Because they said Werner Herzog, it said 1 episode. He's been in at least 2.
Okay.
So
I don't look at episode counts. I'm hoping she shows up because I like her as a character.
Yeah.
And I like seeing what happens to people once the rebellion's over. I like the transitions. I like that. So that's my favorite new Star Wars movie is Rogue One. Rogue One is probably my 4th favorite Star Wars movie.
Outside the original trilogy?
Yeah, out of the original trilogy, Rogue One for me. Because I like seeing that other side of Star Wars outside of the Skywalkers as far as like what happens to a planet that's under siege by the Empire. What's the remnants of the Empire's remains and that whole power struggle. And I like seeing the Empire's over. The rebellion's over. Mm-hmm. So here's this person who's like, this is not what I signed up for. And I'm out. And I like seeing what that happens to people. So to me, I want to see her come back. And again, I'm a Gina Carano fan.
I get attached too easily. And I'm like, I just want Mando and this chick to be together because I'm a soft theater romantic. But that's never going to happen.
What if the season ends and he goes back to her?
Hey, he's like, I'm going back to get my woman. Even though they met like, I don't know, for a day.
For a day.
Hey man, you never
People
know.
been moving fast.
Remember, so for
Love blossoms on the battlefield. Didn't we learn that in Metal Gear? Love blooms on the battlefield.
But remember, did you ever watch Samurai Champloo?
Mm-hmm.
3rd episode. That's what this is.
Mm-hmm.
When the guy with the glasses and he met the woman who was a woman of the night.
Yeah.
And
okay.
And he fell in love with her, and she was like, "Come back."
Okay.
And he was like, "After I finish my duty and kill old boy over here, yeah, me and you."
I might go watch Samurai Champloo tonight.
Awesome show.
That's a good show.
I would let you borrow, but I know how you are with stuff.
Well, I own Samurai Champloo myself, so I can watch my own.
Maybe you should own something else so you can give me my stuff back.
You know what though? I am watching the show. I'm on the 2nd disc.
Okay.
So I started watching it finally after you got on me forever.
After 2 years?
Yeah. It ain't been 2 years. You gave it to me this year.
No, I gave it to you last year.
I don't know.
But no, I really like this episode, and I want to see where they go because you were talking about this one-off, so it would be interesting to see some villains now.
Mm-hmm.
Like
besides Werner or whatever.
I don't even think Werner's a villain.
What?
I don't think he's the main villain.
Oh, she's not the main villain. I would say he's a bad dude.
Just because he's a bad dude doesn't mean he's a villain.
Which one is he? I'm sorry.
He was the one with the accent.
That guy.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
guy.
Like,
yeah.
okay, the one who wants to like take things out of.
I need you to know who Werner Herzog is. He's one of the greatest documentarians ever.
You know who you need to know, Anna Grace. Don't listen to him.
No, you need to know. We in this business.
Anyways, but what I mean, I probably talked about it in the last episode review, but like, what did they want from?
We don't know.
We don't know.
I mean,
the theory is that I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say like when they were like in that one scene where it was just like him looking like the surveillance of them. I don't know. It was just like their heat signatures, or whatever. And I feel like I thought he said something about like extracting something. I don't know.
One of the theories is they think they may be trying to take out midichlorians possibly, which is like some scientific force mumbo jumbo that they could have just been the force, whatever. But whatever helps give somebody the force, they were trying to take it out of him and possibly put it into a clone body of Emperor Palpatine. That's a theory that's been going around. Oh, you haven't seen that yet?
Hey, I don't pay attention to theories.
That's another reason why people think the episode isn't going to come out on Friday for that Wednesday because it's going to tie into episode 9 with Palpatine.
Interesting.
Palpatine, however you want to say it.
Well, I will say this.
But again, that's just a theory.
The people have pointed out that Werner Herzog and the other guy, Werner Herzog is Empire, but the other guy is from Kamino.
The clone people.
The
right.
cloning facility.
Yeah.
For those of you who want to know Kamino, go back and watch Attack of the Clones.
Okay.
The episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where they have the clone army or whatever. But I don't know. I'm along for the ride. We haven't seen Bill Burr yet.
No. Haven't seen
Giancarlo Esposito.
Haven't seen my girl Ming-Na Wen.
We haven't seen her yet.
Yeah.
We know that she's an assassin.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably somebody who's not going to be nice to him.
Oh, question for you. So me, Leroy, and myself, of the 4 episodes so far, do you have like which one's your favorite?
I think this one was my favorite.
Okay.
I really like this one.
Cool. So good job, Bryce Dallas Howard. She did a good job directing.
Yeah. Cool.
You willing to apologize now?
For what?
Trash talking her.
I didn't trash talk her.
Yeah, you did.
What did I say?
When we looked at the list of directors, you were like, ugh. Has she directed anything before? Is she any good? Oh yeah, you came for Bryce Dallas.
Show me that video.
I just told you we don't know which one it was.
I know.
You listen to me.
Mm.
I'm hurt and amazed at the same time.
Yeah, if I did bad mouth Bryce Dallas Howard, I apologize. She did a good job.
Women!
Hey, on that, we're going to go out. Like, comment, subscribe on these videos to get more comments about women and empowerment and all that.
Also, Heavy Mandalorian Black Series, Best Buy, pre-order.
There we go.
$29.99.
Find us here on YouTube, also Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and WOTX.com, and we're out.